Ready for another deep dive. This one's a little different, though.
Oh, you piqued my interest. What's on the docket for today?
Get this, we're diving into a romance novel.
Okay, color me intrigued. I do love a good story. What's the book?
So it's called I'm in Love with a Mumbai Cricketer.
I think I've heard of that one. It's gotten some buzz lately. Isn't that the one that Story Hub podcast was gushing about?
That's the one. They made it sound so good, I figured we had to check it out.
All right, so tell me more. What's got everyone so hooked?
Okay, so imagine this. A glamorous charity event in Mumbai. Our main character, Meera, the supermodel, bumps into this, get this, rising cricket star named Arjun.
Mumbai, huh? Cricket and supermodels. Sounds like a recipe for some serious sparks.
Oh, it gets even better. So Meera, she's initially like, I don't date cricketers who aren't famous.
Oh, playing it cool. I see. That's a classic romance novel trope, isn't it? The whole I'm not interested act, even when the chemistry is practically setting off fireworks.
Right. But then there's this scene where she sneaks into one of Arjun's cricket matches in disguise. You can probably guess how well that goes.
Oh, I can only imagine. I bet that backfired spectacularly. It's like they say, denying attraction just makes it stronger.
Totally. It's those little moments of vulnerability that really get you hooked, you know?
And speaking of vulnerability, from what I've heard, this book goes beyond the usual surface-level romance tropes.
That's what Story Hub was saying. It's not just about the romance. You've got Arjun's ambition to play for the Mumbai Indians, Meera trying to balance her career with, actually having feelings. And then, of course, there's the family drama.
Oh, there's always family drama. What's the tea on that?
So Arjun's dad, a real traditionalist, is not exactly thrilled about his son dating a supermodel. It's that classic clash of values, the older generation versus the younger generation.
That's something that resonates across cultures, don't you think? It's that universal struggle of wanting your family's approval, but also wanting to follow your own path, especially in matters of the heart.
Exactly. And Meera, she's not just going to sit there and take it. She stands up for herself and her career, which I think is really cool. You go, girl.
Right. I love that for her. It sounds like she's a strong, independent woman who knows her worth. Refreshing.
And let's not forget the added pressure of their fame. Imagine a supermodel and a cricket star dating in India. The paparazzi probably go crazy.
You can say that again. It's like throwing fuel on a fire. You've got the cultural clash, the family drama, and now you add in the relentless glare of the spotlight.
It's a lot for a couple to handle. You'd think they'd crumble under the pressure, right?
You'd think so, wouldn't you? It's almost like you expect the typical romance novel tropes to kick in: miscommunication, jealousy, maybe even a dramatic breakup fueled by the media frenzy.
But that's what's so interesting about this book. It doesn't fall into those traps, at least from what I've gathered from Story Hub.
They actually lean on each other for support. They use those challenges, particularly the media scrutiny, to strengthen their bond.
Which is kind of refreshing to see in a romance novel, don't you think?
Yeah. Absolutely. So often external pressures tear couples apart. But in this case, it seems like it has the opposite effect. It brings them closer.
And let's not forget, the Cricket Story Hub couldn't stop talking about how vividly the author captures the excitement of the matches.
It's like you're right there in the stadium, feeling the energy of the crowd, the tension of every ball.
Right. They were describing Arjun smashing sixes, the roar of the crowd, the whole atmosphere. It sounded so immersive.
And it's not just about the action on the field either. The author does a great job of conveying the strategy, the passion, the way cricket unites a nation.
It's like it's woven into the very fabric of their love story.
Exactly. It becomes more than just a backdrop. It's an integral part of their world and their connection.
Speaking of world building, Story Hub was also raving about how the author brings Mumbai to life.
It's like you get a mini vacation while you're reading the book. You can practically feel the energy of the city, the sights, the sounds, all of it.
It's like you get a little taste of Indian culture, too, which is pretty cool.
And that's the beauty of a well-written romance novel set in a different cultural context. You get swept up in the love story, but you also get this added layer of depth.
It's like escapism with a bonus.
Exactly. You're learning something new while you're being entertained.
So you've got this whirlwind romance, you've got a glimpse into Indian culture, you've got the thrill of cricket, all in one book.
And all for like $2.99, according to Story Hub.
That's cheaper than a latte talk about a steal, right?
Seriously, it's like a no-brainer for anyone who wants a little escape, a little something different.
So what do you think from what we've discussed so far? Is this a book you'd pick up?
I'm definitely intrigued. It sounds like a really unique blend of elements, and I'm always up for exploring a new culture through a good story.
I like it. So it sounds like we're on the same page then. A captivating love story, a taste of India, and some nail-biting cricket action. What's not to love?
And it seems like there's some real depth to it, too. It's not just a fluffy romance.
Story Hub Made it sound like the author really tackles some universal themes like family, ambition, and staying true to yourself amidst expectations.
Which makes sense because at the end of the day, we're all looking for connection, for love, for the freedom to pursue our dreams no matter where we come from.
And it makes you think, right? Would you fall for a Mumbai cricketer?
Well, that depends. Are we talking about someone with Arjun's charm, ambition, and talent?
Let's just say hypothetically, yes. All those qualities, plus, the whole exotic Mumbai backdrop doesn't hurt. What about you? Any chance you'd be cheering from the sidelines?
Who knows? Stranger things have happened. But you've got me thinking about what makes a romance novel truly captivating. It's not just about the grand gestures or the fairy tale endings, is it?
Definitely not. It's those smaller moments, those challenges that feel real, those glimpses of vulnerability that draw you in.
It's about seeing two people navigate the complexities of life, love, and everything in between. And when you can do that while also getting a glimpse into a different culture, well, that's a bonus.
Totally agree. So it sounds like I'm in love with a Mumbai cricketer. Kicks all the boxes. A compelling love story, a taste of Indian culture, and some insights into the world of cricket. What more could you ask for?
And for $2.99, it's practically a steal.
Right. You get a mini vacation and a romance all rolled into one. So there you have it, folks. If you're looking for a unique, engaging, and thought-provoking read, I'm in love with a Mumbai cricketer. Might just be the perfect escape. Happy reading.